All right, we're back with the dynamic duo. I'm here with the brothers Swan, an original team from the Mooresdorf League, two teams into one. A ninth place finish last year, a little bit disappointing. Fourth place the year before. How are you fellas doing?
Swan, we made the playoffs last year. It just feels that way every year. Feeling pretty good. Feeling like I can Joe Pomzano bite me with his scary ass teeth right now.
Evan, how's the move? How are the neighbors? What's it like being a masshole?
Well, I feel closer to Tom Brady than ever, so it's just a matter of when we're going to get him this year, not if we're going to get him. My neighbor John's cool. John, he's across the street, and I got a guy who looks like Bernie Sanders, four houses down to the left. We call him the Sandman. Everything is going good. The weather is great, about 10 degrees cooler up there. Beautiful house, beautiful property. Couldn't be better. We had a party for his son's first birthday. About a month late. Killed it though. Killed it. But great house, great piece of land, great neighbors, and my neighbor John, he's my good friend on the street.
Maybe we get an MTV Cribs version in a couple weeks where you can kind of take us on a tour. Darren, how's the extra freedom? A little bit quieter in Swan Tower.
A little quieter in Swan Tower. A little quieter over the shop on 172 Main Street. Can't wait to have everybody for the draft. By the way,
home of the draft.
I anticipate Sorg being high out of his mind again, and it's been a really interesting adjustment. But we talk every day, so I anticipate making the playoffs again. We've been in the playoffs quite a bit lately, the last 4 or 5 years. You should see us there again, I think.
How's the t-shirt industry going right now?
T-shirt industry is great. We're busy. Busy's good. Always good. Yeah, well, we're doing a lot of marketing now, and we're getting many more clients. We're expanding our higher education partnership reach. If anyone's curious, we're actually targeting Rhode Island, Vermont, UMass, Fordham, Temple, Dayton, VCU. And VCU. We're shooting for the A10. We're taking the Power Conference and going down a little bit because our money goes a little bit further in that area.
Well, best of luck there. I think it's a nice venture for you. Let's keep it maybe in the A10 area and let's talk some C's. So what are the thoughts on Jaylen Brown? What are the thoughts on the state of the Celtics?
Often enough, you have to take the best player on the board, and I think it's really interesting when you look at a 19-year-old phenom that can play on both sides of the floor, and you look at his area for improvement, it's a shooting ability. But in the end, the Celtics know what they're doing. In fact, they're like the guy he might be the guy who's not the tallest, he might not be the most in shape, but he always gets hot chicks because he knows what he's doing. And the Celtics know what they're doing. I'd say with Brad Stevens at the helm, he pulls all the right punches. Not many teams can win almost 50 games with Jonas Jerebko, Tyler Zeller, and Amir, the N1 mixtape, Johnson. And so
the Celtics have the Nets pick for this year?
Yes.
So that could potentially be a top 3 or something along those lines.
Yeah, they'll suck dick again. We'll get the first pick. And then we have the right to swap in 2018. 2018, right. So if they suck for 2 years, you're looking at 2 potential top 5 picks, maybe even a number 1.
All right. So how do you feel coming into this year? You've got the 4th pick. Any early inclination on which way you're leaning? I mean, I'd guess you see the top 3 receivers go, but is there anyone that catches your eye, or what are your thoughts?
I haven't even thought about it. I talk to Darren about players all the time. It's the same thing. I haven't thought about it yet. So we usually go into the first pick about our goal is to go to bed the night before the draft knowing who we're going to take, and that doesn't always happen. But I would say Darren and I haven't stopped talking about 2 special players. One, everybody knows we love, and the other is a little bit of a sleeper. But we don't want to give anybody behind us any kind of idea of what the fuck we're doing. So
okay.
Everybody can eat dick.
Okay. And talking about eating dick, let's talk about your rivalry game with Joe Pomzano. One of the best rivalry games in this league. And then this year, I've also signed up for a rivalry game with the Swans. So you've got me and Potts.
You know what? Looking forward to playing you. A lot of good chatter. See, that's the thing. Anytime we meet with you or a lot of other guys in the league. Great chatter all week. Cohen, love Joe Cohen. Big Eddie Darren guy. Dan Sorg, tremendous. Palumbo, all the guys in the league. Cody. Palmisano's the worst. He's forcing it more than ever this year. And it's starting to bug me because he's starting to make words like a little child on the message board. And what kills me is that it feels so forced. He's like the kid who he knows he's gay in 8th grade, and he still insists on trying to touch boobs. It's killing me.
You brought the props out for Joe's bad teeth. How many uncapped teeth does Joe have in his mouth?
Dude, his mouth better be fucking fake at this point. It's disgusting.
I picked him up one time where he had dental surgery. He couldn't drive home.
Dude, every time he brushes his teeth, Imagine Dragons Radioactive plays.
All right, so
Radioactive.
So we'll jump from there and jump into the speed round. Who's your favorite New York athlete of your life?
Oh, our undying love for A-Rod is well documented. Just love his quirky behavior, excellence that he always exuded. But it's hard not to pick Lawrence Taylor or Mariano Rivera. Well, Rivera, LT.
Okay. Would you rather have JPP's hand or be stuck on an island with John Evans for 3 years?
JPP's hand. 2 hands.
2 JPP hands?
Yeah, the JPP hand and me. That's fine. Hell of a question.
I had to work him in here somehow. What's your favorite movie?
Wow. Well, a couple oldie but goodies. A Few Good Men. Ghostbusters 2. Can't Hardly Wait. And I guess my one weird movie that Shanley and I probably watched about 50 times was She Got Mail. Nice.
Okay.
I'm a big Major League 1 and 2 guy. Also, all the Saw movies right before bed.
I can't believe they've made so many Saw movies. It's like these Purge movies that keep coming out too. It's like, we get it. You one day you'll kill everybody.
I saw Saw Uncut the other day, and the entire time I was like.
Least favorite Yankee?
Oh, God. Hold on. This is easy. I'll tell you, from 96 to 2009, Derek Jeter, hands down. Yeah, Jeter was the least favorite then. Actually, our least favorite Yankee of all time, hands down, is Joe fucking Torre. Oh.
Joe Torre.
Hey, Torre. 2003, 2004. What's Ben Ziff's dad's name? Skip Ziff wouldn't have fucked that one up.
Ben Ziff used to live on Aylen Street in the little apartments, and his apartment was the one where the driveway was, where everyone always turns around, and he used to flood anytime there was snow or rain because that just turned into a huge puddle.
Nice. By the way, this is the Matumbo. Joe. Was that all year.
This one.
Oh, by the way, should be noted, we rarely ever beat Joe. Ever. Yeah, the fantasy gods, they're counteracting the terrible karma he has with his mouth against us, and it's just at this point, fuck it, man. Joe's mouth can burn.
He gets it's insane the fantasy luck that he gets year after year.
Yeah, the year Joe won the title over Meyer, which Meyer would have. The story of Meyer entering our league is a phenomenal story. He takes over Pussy Black, almost runs to the playoffs that year. Then wins the league. Then he comes back. Should have beat Palmisano. He was a better team. We were the best team that year. I don't care how many people say, how many times we say we're the best team. We're the most injured team. Our backfield that year was Ahmad Bradshaw and Sean Green, and we put up the most amount of points that year. and we put up the most amount of points in the finals round in the stupid consolation game. Dude, I can't believe certain people in this league stood behind Black. Like, Cohen was always afraid of Black.
There was a fear of death there.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what did he do to him in a basement or something?
He's like it's like the Soviet states standing with Russia.
And look, I like Black.
Yeah, I like Black too, but it was literally one of the biggest jerk-off moves of all time. Like, we all know each other. What the fuck? And then we get a guy who you know who was willing to take a team who was 0-2.
Yeah. I think the league is much better with Meyer in it. I think Meyer's a nice addition. This one actually comes from the crowd, and speaking on your, I guess, lack of success in here and success in other leagues. What's your combined winning percentage in your other football league?
90%?
Last year, we were playing a league. Set a league record for most points in the regular season. First team to eclipse 2,000 points. With the league has one fewer spot than our league, so we have no flex spot. And we only played 2 receivers, and we still put up 2,000 points. By the way, we had 3 picked Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, Jeffrey, paired him with Big Ben. He picked up D'Angelo Williams in like the 15th round for us, and we rode him pretty hard. And we even had another running back who got hurt that year, but it total bullshit. Our league record is just phenomenal. Phenomenal in every other league.
Okay. Better athlete, Palmisano or Geisler?
It's odd. I'll tell you, I think Mark has more skill, but Joe has a little bit more mobility.
I'll tell you, Joe looked great in batting practice, but, a lot of people can rope the ball off Ned Ennis at 30 miles an hour behind an L screen.
Geisler is very resourceful, though. I'll tell you what, he could, Joe has a problem actually catching, which is a big issue. Geisler could catch, he's not going to maybe run, hit you with a move, but he could catch, he could field, he could hit a little.
Well, I'll tell you this, though. Palmisano was a good wrestler.
Yeah, I heard this.
Joe did good. That made me very proud. That was the apex of Joe's life, though.
Yeah, but you know what's funny, though? Mark is the guy you don't want to get within, like, an arm's reach of. Because if Mark grabs you, he's got that, like, kind of like older, kind of heavier, fat guy strength. Pods, you could throw, like, a tea bag at him, and he's going to crumple down to the ground. So I stand by my comment on the message board a long time ago. No one on God's green earth has ever feared Joe Palmisano. Nobody. 0 people.
Who plays each of you in the biopic?
Oh. Maybe Steve Buscemi plays Darren.
Steve Buscemi?
With the Edgar Martinez eye?
Yeah, maybe Jason Statham for me and Buscemi for Darren.
Doesn't make any sense.
Who's your other favorite set of twins?
Oh.
Tiki and Rondi?
Those fag tennis players that did like the butt bop, like or the chest bop every time they won. The Bryan brothers. Snacks, man.
But maybe those guys that do that home improvement show.
Oh no, those guys are weird.
The Canadians?
This far apart. Total fucking weirdos.
It was like Martin and Renee. Martin and Renee were okay.
Or the Olsen twins, because one of them shagged Lance Armstrong. Steve Buscemi doesn't make any sense either.
Darren's really hung up on that one.
Tom Cruise, the whole Scientology thing included.
Who's the worst fantasy draft pick you've ever made?
Contrary to popular belief, Victor Cruz in the 5th round last year does not count. It was always
gotten worse.
He was only supposed to miss 1 game, okay?
We swung and missed on people before.
I think my worst pick ever was Randy Johnson, 3rd overall when he was 39 years old.
He had a good year at 39. Must have been when he was 40. Who did we take in fantasy baseball? Flopped hard.
We've had
Prince Fielder.
We've had Prince Fielder the 2 years. He's almost died. And we've taken him in the 1st round, in the 2nd round. And we had a really horrible pick.
Too many.
Hold Hold on a second.
No, this video is already getting too long. Move on.
All right, whatever. All right.
Who's your most disliked professional athlete? So we've seen A-Rod and Chase Utley get a lot of votes in this category, and then Pete went with the Brett Favre Jordy Nelson combo.
That's stupid. It feels weird, Pete.
He's a Vikings guy, so I guess it.
I would say one of our all-time hated athletes was Kobe Bryant
And Pedro Martinez.
and Kobe Bryant.
Really?
Yeah, but we also don't like we just hate Phil Jackson. He gets way too much credit.
Phil Jackson. Awful. Kobe and Pedro for sure.
Kobe and Pedro. Okay. Who's the most annoying manager in the league?
This league, our fantasy league?
Yeah.
I'm telling you. You want me to say Parmesan? I'm not going to say it, and I'm going with fucking Matt Meyer and his awful politics. Awful. Him and his fucking gang of retards on Facebook statuses. Incredible.
You guys have become really, really active in the political party election here.
Well, Meyer doesn't know that he's libertarian. That's the problem. All he wants to do is smoke weed and leave people alone. Okay, therefore you're libertarian. He just doesn't know it yet. A lot of people don't know it yet, so that's okay. Sorg is a funny manager in this league. I don't think two teams have traded more than us and Sorg.
You guys do a lot of business together.
But the problem is Sorg hits you up at 9 o'clock. He wants an answer at 10 o'clock. He's direct messaging you the next morning, and then he's just telling you why Kendall Wright would be good on your team.
Yeah, he'll use multiple modes of communication as well. Nothing stops him. He'll get to you. I guess we'll wrap here. I'll let you. I'll give you the platform to address the league as far as what's going to go on this year and how you guys are ready to go.
It's gonna be a real straightforward attack. We're gonna fucking kill the draft. All right. We're gonna Manzo this draft. We're going Tomlinson and Brady. All right. Touchdowns are 14. All right. Bonuses 12 yards rushing.
Completions.
That's it. Completions. Completions. We're gonna come straight through on the draft. We will talk about the draft before it occurs. Are you gonna be down here for that?
No, I'm gonna be out.
That's great. So I'll be in G-Chat hitting up Evan with every pick, getting scorned.
Really running that clock.
Yeah. We'll have a lot of pizzas in 172 Main Street. Happy to have everybody. And I think you should expect us to compete for a bye and make a run to the finals. And we'll see what happens because it's just luck in the finals anyway.
Look, everybody knows that 2 is always better than 1. He add up our IQ, our sports intellect. It's the fact that we don't win as much as we should win is pretty weird. It just goes to show you in life it's a little bit luck. There's a lot of skill, but I'll tell you this. You can guarantee a few things this year. Number one, we're going to take the season series from Potts, which isn't going to be hard because evidently we're only playing one time, right?
No, twice. He's a rival.
All right, good. So we'll beat him twice. That's fine. We will guarantee that we will get Tom Brady. There's no doubt that we might take another Patriot in the first round. And probably going to win the league this year. We've never been short on confidence.
We love this league, though. A lot of good heads in this league. A lot of strong competition.
All right.
We're ready for Hillary.
Who's the guy you like?
Fucking Meyer and all those fucking absolute political retards.
Gary Johnson, but we're not huge Gary Johnson guys.
No.
We're libertarians.
We're libertarians, but we'll go with Johnson now with hopes looking toward 2020, possibly 2024.
Well, cheers to a good year, to good health and good wealth, and most importantly, liberty and freedom for all.
All right. Thank you, Swans. Take care.
Johnny.
Bye.